back in Kenya, it's 3 months paid maternity leave, right? Here, you get up to 1.5 years of paid maternity leave or parental. It's not maternity, it's parental leave, because here. Yes.
The story continues. Yani, we're here laughing behind the scenes because we're like, is this thing going to take 9 hours? But we have to get to Estonia because I really want them to hear about this country, the process of transition, and a whole bunch of stuff. But we are not there and we're not in a hurry to get there.
We're not in a hurry, yes.
So, Mombasa, you've gotten your child.
I've gotten my child.
Yeah.
My child is transitioning to Mombasa. I told you one of the lessons was also getting to know that when you're moving, especially in two environments that are very different from each other from a weather perspective, then you have to put that into consideration in the move. So that was also another lesson I learned that I applied later on. And then now, new environment, new team, charged up. I'm reporting directly to the CEO.
Oh,
getting all the support, in setting up of the department. I'm doing a lot of roles in between. I took a slight break, and then I had to go in a little bit to help with a part of the process, and then go back into and continue with my parental leave as well. Yeah. Just
you're calling it parental leave, maternity.
Yes. Here, I think here we call it parental because either of the parties can take it. Yes, you share the time together.
Actually, because we're in this thing, let's touch about the differences in leave, in maternity leave, from Kenya and Estonia.
Yeah. So back in Kenya, it's 3 months paid maternity leave, right? Here, you get up to 1.5 years of paid maternity leave or parental. It's not maternity, it's parental leave, because here, both you and your partner can decide who will go on the parental leave.
First of all, it's 18 months.
Yes.
1 year, 6 months.
1 year, 6 months.
So I can
paid, but you can also extend it to 2 years.
2 years?
Yes.
So in that, basically meaning you can't lose your job within those 2 years.
You cannot lose your job. You go back to
and if you do, you can take
your
it to
employer.
Labor court.
Yes, you actually legally you cannot lose your job. Your employer will still maintain your position. You're also entitled to your annual increments.
What?
During this period, yes. The family friendliness here also. Back at home, you have a lot of support within the family, right? But here, it's you and your partner taking care of your child, right? Or maybe an extended family if they live within the country or within the city, or they can offer to help. So by the time you're getting out of your parental leave, your child transitions into daycare and kindergarten. But back at home, it's 3 months, and you're going back to work. But remember, your child even hasn't started eating solid foods at this point. And you have to do those quick runs in between.
And the quick runs are for the
breastfeeding, those who can, yes. Those who can't, that 3 months is not enough time for your child to be independently on their own, and also for your body to also transition into you're now at work. Because for most moms, you'll find this is why some companies will have like a nursing room where you can go and express your milk. Sometimes when there are times when your mammary glands are so full that you need to go and just have a release
and express.
Yes. So within this, going back after 3 months, and here I'm looking at 2 years, right, of parental leave. That's such a a great difference. It is.
So, you said it, and I just have to go back to this. First of all, I did a tour of your office. And when you're talking about, there's even a child's room.
Yes.
It's so mentally, parentally friendly. I was in shock. But we'll come to that. Number two, 1 year, 6 months parental leave. It means 9 months you can go on leave. The other 9 months your partner goes on leave.
Yes.
Doesn't matter who it is. And that's crazy. And the salary will be paid.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
What happens if people just keep having kids?
You're entitled to it. So I have also people who have come back from the parental leave, and then they discover they are, they're pregnant again. So again, they have to go back into parental leave. So yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you have team members under you who are in Estonian and are Estonian that have taken leave for parental?
Yes. Given the size of the team I have, then definitely yes. Yes, I do. And it's actually it is encouraged, because you have Estonia itself has a very small population, right?
Yes.
We're talking about 1.3 million. So I think it's actually encouraged here.
That's even why the government has made it like this for the work environment. Because they don't want restrictions on people having children on the basis of work.
On the basis of work, yeah. So in terms of being family friendly, they have a lot of policies around to make it so easier for parents and or those people who have school going children.
Yeah.
And also in terms of benefits within work, you'll find you're getting more consideration for people who have children. And sometimes they will say for people who have children below 7 years, then things like leave, for example, you have more priority compared to people who don't have, or you want something to take care of your kids back to school, for example. So there are those considerations that are put at workplace as well to just support you as a parent.
Wow.
Yeah.
That level of parental well-being is very high. Okay, so let's go back now to Mombasa.
So I'm building my team. At Watu, I stay there for 4 years.
4 years?
Yes.
So ukakuwa mtu wa Mombasa?
Yes. I was having mbaazi with coconut milk in the morning, and what do you call this? Mahamri in the morning, and the breakfast is so rich. I could get used to that life. Breakfast was so rich back in Mombasa. I've gotten, it's so easy to make friends as well.
I was going to ask about community.
Community is very big, but down in Mombasa, it's everything down in Mombasa. People know you. You become very close-knit as well. People check up on you genuinely. Coming from Nairobi, where people don't, including immediate neighbors, right? To a place where they genuinely care. And they showed me right from my first week of being in Mombasa. At first I was thinking, why? But I
You're
got
guarded.
to know. Yes, I was very guarded. Got to know that was them. When I was actually in between me moving to Mombasa, I had, like, every time I would have a challenge, one of the challenges I had was banking. Remember when I signed up for help? I opened an account like any other good student would, with a very friendly bank back then, and to get my loan, my help loan, right? Then I used the same account as my salary account for a long time, right? When I got my first job, I was asked for an account.
You just gave it to the same one?
I gave same one, right? Because it's the only account I was operating. But then I'm moving on to Mombasa now. But every time I would get a debit card, they would send it to Nakuru because I opened my account in Nakuru, right? Then it would take a lot of logistics. I have to visit a branch to get it sent to Nairobi. So during this period, I'm having difficulties because I don't have a debit card.
So you have to go to the bank and withdraw cash?
Yes.
Across the counter?
Yes.
MPESA integration hasn't come in at this level?
At this point...
On what year is this actually by now?
This is now 2017.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
This is now 2017. And I'm really trying to... I'm constantly at the bank branch now down in... Because I moved very quickly to Mombasa. By the time I was moving, I had already visited the branch in Nairobi and informed them that now, because this is not processed yet, please bring it to Mombasa. This is the branch I'll be at. But it didn't happen. So I was having a lot of challenges with banking and me going to withdraw all the time. But now I need a bank because now I've upgraded a little bit. I need a bank where this upgraded salary would go to.
Yes.
So I go into the office. I talk to the executive assistant, and she's like, "What? You're struggling? No, have a seat." She calls the bank, and a representative comes from the bank and sits with me and opens my account right at my desk. Right? I don't have to visit the branch to do anything. Tells me all about... She's having conversation with me, right? Tells me, oh, there's this account, but for you, I think the best account would be this. So I'm listening, but at the same time, my immediate need is what?
A debit card.
I just need a card immediately. How soon can I get this thing? So I'm signing under the dotted line. But I remember there are some things she's mentioning, like benefits, and you need a salary account. Because before I was just using my help account, right? Which is a transactional account. So you need a salary account. These are the benefits. So she's mentioning them, but they're in passing for me. So I'm just noting, and I'm just like, okay, I'll sign. She tells me, oh, this one you'll just be paying this month, a month. I'm like, trust me. Where do I sign? Right? So I sign. And she goes, so my banking is sorted. I just abandoned the other bank with the challenges. Now I'm sorted. I'm building my team.
Different bank? Different bank. Okay.
Very different bank. Yeah. So building my team. Now I go into building. I built the entire customer support team. By the time I was leaving, I had almost 300 staff within the customer support team. Yes. I had established, you remember one of the pain points was within the branches, we didn't have customer support.
Yeah.
I had now customer support across branches as well. All the branches, because we
Physical
opened
customer support.
physical, yes. Because I also noticed there are also customers who prefer face-to-face conversation, as opposed to those ones on the phone, because the human touch of it, of customer support, was so important to this profile of our customers. So yes,
and
all
have you
trained.
Expanded regions as well?
Yes, within these 4 years, we started with just Kenya. We are now in 7 countries.
Oh my God! May I even just meant, are you in Eldoret? Are you in?
No. Within Kenya, we had already had our footprint in more than 28. We had actually 30 branches already.
And still same product.
Same product.
You've not expanded products.
We expanded towards the end of my tenure. We expanded into our cars. So we had started car financing.
And was it PSV, so Uber?
No. Yeah, personal cars. So you can come get, and then you can do whatever you want with your cars. But we just, again, the same model. Like
daily payment or weekly, monthly? No,
this one was weekly or monthly. Don't remember, because it was very new product as well. Very new. But it wasn't daily.
Okay.
That's for sure. I think it was either weekly like Uber, or monthly payments? Because this was a different, they were trying out now with a bigger asset, slightly different customer profile as well. Because now we're talking about cars. You've progressed from dealing with people at the bottom of the pyramid. Now you're dealing with the middle class. So yeah.
And you said you were in 7 countries.
7 countries, yes, in Africa. Yeah.
And you are heading the
customer support. So whatever is working in Kenya is being replicated where? Everywhere. So at this point, I already also went in, interviewed, and hired the Uganda customer support. Tanzania is also coming up. We have Nigeria also. Togo, Benin, yes.
But now when you talk about Togo and Benin, now you're talking about dynamics of language.
Yes, now dynamics of language are coming in, but the structure, the foundation is the same, right? So whatever is working here is what is being replicated, because Kenya had worked. The product, the expansion, Kenya was the hub now. So everything had worked out really well. So remember that potential I had seen?
Yeah.
It was so much greater. Building something from scratch, there's lots of opportunities for you to pioneer something, for you to set up, for you to try out things. So within this 4 years, I had also traveled.
Had you gone to those other branches?
I had gone to apart from West Africa, but I'd gone to the East Africa. Uganda was now, I was doing the same thing with Uganda. Uganda had become also a very dear part to me, because I would travel to all these other areas within Uganda.
Not just Kampala.
Not just Kampala. No, Kampala was just, a very small bit. So, but I would do the likes of Gulu, I would go to Masaka. So different, those, I would go to the north, I would go to eastern. So, and just making sure that support at grassroots level was as important and as valued. So
you just explained to me the, is it called the structure from your department?
Yes.
You report the CEO.
Yes.
You're the head of customer service.
Yes.
How does it even look? Then do you have country heads?
So at this point, we didn't have the country heads. We had just the CEO. Later on, when now we're starting to expand, we're no longer now a startup, we're a scale up. Because remember when we started, it was all startup dominating the market, right?
Yeah.
And everybody can report to the CEO. So I was part of the leadership team. Every head of function reports to the CEO. But now when we started expanding to other countries, now we have head of countries. Now we got country managers coming in. So the level is diluted a bit, because you report now to the country manager. Then the country manager reports to the CEO.
So you started reporting to the country manager?
Now, yes. So now I report to the country manager. However, part of my dotted line is I have to execute to these other countries as well.
Because you're the hub?
Yes, because of the hub influence.
So in the other countries, you are the one who has to put in the customer service structure?
Yes, yes. And in those other countries now, if I go to Uganda, then I do directly with the Ugandan country manager and make sure we are aligned on the what's the strategy, what's the team, how's the team doing, and then the KPI structures as well. And then I go back to my country level. So replicating and making sure they're set up for success, making sure they have the structure, and then coming back. Yeah.
And then who in this essence did they report to that it's working? Would you set up even the customer service heads?
So I would still have the dotted line to just make sure that it's working, right? So it was a very hybrid. Yes. I would say it's very hybrid, because of also when you're scaling up is when also things become a little bit complicated.
Yeah.
When you're a startup, decision making is so easy. There's a lot of flexibility. But then when you're scaling up, the governance structure becomes even much more, there's more tiered now.
Yep.
So I would still be consulted at this point to make sure that everything is working. Like I remember interviewing the head of customer support for Uganda. You know.
Also, you put in head of customer supports.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
In
Yes.
each
So
country.
you have yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I get
so
it.
that it does. There's not much interference with
Back to the yes.
back to the hub. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was really. I would say I got to expand more and learn more and also impact more. Because by that time, when you're a startup, you're doing everything. I was plugging into HR with interviews and everything for every department. I was doing legal reviewing. Okay, we have branches, right? But are these branches representing the brand and representing what we value in terms of customer support? So I would always like plug into so many different roles as well. So that's the other excitement about the startup environment, that it gave me that kick. So yeah.
And financially, did you grow?
Yes.
You left you at 300. I'm not sure. On CTA, there's a place where people stop giving figures.
Yeah, there's a place I'm gonna stop. So at this point, it's it's 500,000. Right?
Wow, nice.
And I remember also as I'm growing,
who couldn't afford school fees. What are you saying?
Yeah, 100 shillings. 100 shillings.
120.
120.
You're the one who was selling your bread.
Yes. That's me. That's me.
Wow.
At this point, so 300. Then I'm also connecting. There's a lot of expatriates as well within the team, right? I'm also connecting with them. And as I'm connecting with them, I'm getting to learn a few things, a few tricks.
Like how little you asked for.
I'm getting to learn about a few tricks. Not even how little, because I was paid a very good.
The negotiation you did was good.
Yes, the negotiation I did was good. Remember, I learned the lesson after the NGO experience. Now I'm wiser. I keep on getting wiser with every step. Yes, you get wiser with every step. That's why I encourage people to keep moving and keep trying. Because you get wiser with every experience. It teaches you something. It leaves you with something that will makes you better for the next one.
Okay.
Yeah. And in this one, it is. But in between this, now we're expanding as well, right? And I have delivered what I promised them when we sat down. And I remember part of the feedback they had received was the customer survey was very poor in terms of the customer satisfaction score was very poor, right? By the time I was coming in, I'd already even set up, we have a quality control. I did interviews, did recommendations, did interviews. People who came in did an amazing job. Amazing job. Like quality was really amazing. Then, and quality was not taking care of my team alone. There was dependency. Remember the dependency with the debt collection team?
Yes.
So already aligned it. Then my team, I built my team from two. Remember the two ladies who I was given,
one phone.
Right? Who had one phone. By this time, I had built my team all the way to, I had managers reporting to me, right? I had training. I had quality within there. So I have built a team. Then I have built a system. I could tell you how many customers contact us from the time I joined and how the number grew relative to our growth, right? I'll
Did
tell
you know daily
how many,
reporting how many?
Yes, daily. I would, at an instant, I had dashboards. I had also a knowledge-based system. What are our frequent answered questions with their answers as well to support the team. When a customer calls with this, what do you say, right? So knowledge base is very important in customer support. Develop that. Then I had already also negotiated with our product team, which is now, because we had in-house product team who would make sure that they are creating the systems in place and what you're using. UT supplying us with all the relevant materials, making sure our call center is up to standard. So making sure just
moving from the one phone to
phone, I was
to the
super proud.
infrastructure that
By the
supports.
time I was leaving this team, I was super proud of, where I had left them. And by the time I was leaving, most of the people who started with me were already they were already leads, they were leads of leads at this point. So the team has grown so much within these 4 years. When I started in the beginning, I was doing a lot of, setting up. By the time it's 4 years, I'm sitting back, I'm reviewing things, I'm advising, delegation is working, teams know what to do. So super proud.
So were these things, and then you took the negotiation table for growth?
Yes. So this is what I took to the negotiation table for growth. And also, in addition to that, my previous company called.
Previous company?
The NGO.
Oh, the NGO.
Yes.
Did you go back to school?
Oh, yes.
I thought you learned.
Thank you. Immediately I landed in Mombasa.
Yeah.
Guess where I went to?
Where?
The University of Nairobi branch in Mombasa.
For real?
I need an online master's program in project management.
For real?
Yes. Immediately. Like it was agenda number 1 after delivery. I'm breastfeeding and I'm reading, right? So yes. Enrolled in my online master's program in project management and programming at the University of Nairobi. Why? Because it was just close to me. I just drove in and it just was like, I need this. How long? Send me this. Is it online? Yes. And that was it. So It was just the convenience of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So that lesson, that is coming back to this now second segment.
Okay.
They called back and they called me back because the position is vacant. The lady who had gotten the position got a different opportunity, and now the position is back and they want me back to the farm.
What?
Yes. And this time round, I have started my master's degree.
Yeah.
I had started my master's degree in program management and programming, yes. So I received that call and I was told, here.
This is how soon after?
This is 1 year after.
Wow.
1 year after, yes.
Okay.
1 year after, yeah. 1 year after, I'm in the grind. I'm building teams here. Yes, 1 year after they called me back and they're like, hey, you ready to come back to Nairobi?
You turned it down.
So what happened is I went through the process. I went through the entire interview process end to end, because it's very that world was very structured. You had to go through each and every process. Went through each and every process. Top candidate still, because it's nothing has changed, and I'm also just it's me, and I've been in there. I know what exactly is needed. So for me, it's so easy.
Other experience, even though I'm sure work helps.
Yeah, and for me, it's so easy. I know what my boss was doing. I know what is needed. So in terms of also onboarding, I'm the easiest candidate, right? Go through the interview. I remember going to Nairobi for my interview. Go through the interview. Everything is amazing, and I ace it. I actually get the role, and now I'm worried. Because at this point, I'm actually ready to go back to Nairobi, because I'm thinking, okay, I've set up things, team is not as bad. Kenya is doing okay, because within this 1 year, I've done so much in terms of the setup, the foundation work.
Yes.
That anybody can now come in and pick it up. But then I tell our head of customer support, Dimitri. Dimitri is still there, right? He's a Latvian. He just lives next to me here now. I tell Dimitri, like, hey, I have this offer on the table, and it's an offer I cannot refuse. And I'm needed back in Nairobi. Please release me. Let me go back to Nairobi.
Hell to the no.
And yeah, that was the answer. The answer was no. And he will also say, let me see, let me talk to, tell he would talk to the CEO, because at this point we have the country manager as well. Let me talk to the country manager. And I remember, talking to the country manager. And at this point, they're like, no one wants to go through also the hiring process again and everything, right? And
they could see what you did. You've understood the systems, you built the systems.
Very fast. I get into a place and it's like this. It's quick for me. So
you're not a headache employee?
No. Like I always make sure in terms of delivery, like I give value, right? So yeah. Then we get into negotiations again. Yeah, we get into negotiations again. So by the time now we get into negotiations, we get to $500,000. Yes.
You're like, okay.
And within this $500,000, so there was a portion of it that was bonus, and a portion of it which is base salary. So base salary are up to 460, and then the other 40 would be bonus based on KPIs, based on me achieving my KPIs, right? And it would be paid off on a quarterly basis. So they would accumulate it to quarterly basis and paid off.
Nice.
But remember, that's an easy one, right?
It's an easy one for people who work. Did you get share options?
No, at this point, no. Because the only people who actually ever got share options were the founders. But at this point, no share options.
You don't even know about share options?
I don't know about share options.
Okay.
I don't even know about share options at this point.
Okay.
So yeah. But at this point, now we've gotten to the $500,000 mark. Yes.
So, do you? I want you to go first of all. So that means now you write to these guys and say, unfortunately, I can't accept that job.
That's also the other very tough decision also to make. Yeah. Going back to them, knowing they really relied on me. Going on board and getting back to them and just telling them, I thought it was an easy one. I actually thought it was. By the time I was like quickly and then going back, I actually thought it was an easy one, but it wasn't, because this other ones also gave me really, really good, and I was like, okay, you know what?
What actually? Let me ask you. What made you stay? Was it the finances?
What made me stay was I had now gotten accustomed to the life in Mombasa and the quality of life in Mombasa. So with the quality of life in Mombasa, there was so much I could do within a day compared to back when I was living in Nairobi. There was so much quality time I had as well. Living very close to the ocean is not easy as well. Their friends I had gotten back in Nairobi.
What the beauty of the sound, the walk.
The walk, beach walks, the quality that I could afford in Mombasa was much more at a fraction of the cost.
True that.
right? Compared to the hustle of Nairobi. I'm not dealing with traffic. Everything is within my radius. I'm getting good money, and also I'm enjoying good facilities. Let me say that I would otherwise have to pay more for. I'm in this amazing environment. My rent cost was a third of what I would pay back in Nairobi.
Yeah, that $500,000 it would be half in Nairobi.
It took half. The rent is already in Nairobi is, a fifth of that is going into rent, and then but you don't also have space,
exactly.
And then there's transport, right? Then there's school. Then there's just quality of life also from time it gave me back, right? The time I got back to spend with my daughters, time I got back to catch up with my friends, the quality of friendships I had now are different. Because before in Nairobi, by the way, if you call me and you want us to have a hangout on a Saturday, that's a no. Because why? I have done so much long hours and the hustle. I don't want to think about going to town or getting into traffic to go somewhere. But in Mombasa, life starts at 9 a.m. And you can even hang out with friends after that.
Yeah.
You can have conversation without me switching off, right? Because mentally I am there, I'm present. So the quality of life in Mombasa, the cost was much more friendly, and just I'd gotten comfortable with that. I could live more with that.
No, I hear you.
Yeah.
The adjusting is difficult, but once you adjust, you see the beauty of it.
I see the beauty of it, yes. Okay. I adjusted and saw the beauty of it. And after 6 months, by the way, all of us adjusted. After 6 months, adjusted. I was actually living in Mombasa, and there was a period I didn't need to switch on my AC because my body had already adjusted and got acclimatized to the weather. So it takes time. At first, it's very difficult, but after that difficult period, even my kids also, after that 6 months, apart from the younger one who was doing amazing,
from birth.
But the other one, after the 6 months, that was it. Fever stopped, everything stopped. She adjusted to the environment. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So you decide to stay.
So I decided to stay, but that was one heavy decision I had to make, because every time I'm getting two good decisions, it's so hard for me to make, and that has been the story of my life, right?
Complete.
I've always had two very good decisions to pick from, which I'm really grateful for, that I get to have these options and to go back to.
But it doesn't mean it's easy. That's actually what I'm noticing.
It's the toughest. It's the toughest. And I remember I actually delayed communicating this, and one day I just went into the parking lot. I locked myself in the car, and I was just there, I'm dialing, but I'm not calling. And then I made it. I made it finally, because I had to, but it was very difficult. It was very difficult because also Nairobi presents different opportunities, remember?
Yeah, for
growth, career-wise, financial as well. It's expensive, yes, but there's also a lot of...
there's a higher ceiling.
Yes.
Or there's no glass ceiling.
There's no glass ceiling in Nairobi, yeah. So I was also thinking about that as well.
And do you have this dream to still go international at this time?
Yes. So now, because I'm getting this experience, now I'm expanding. Remember, Kenya, I'm expanding, but now I'm still... my international experience in terms of working for an international firm back in Ipsos gave me this opportunity as well, because they were looking for somebody with an international experience. In as much as I haven't lived outside the country, but I keep on traveling. outside the country to these other countries. So I could tell you something about Rwanda. I can tell you something about the market in Tanzania, and and also the world, the market research world. So I could have these conversations. So even as we're expanding into these other countries, I'm getting that, and I'm gaining that.
Ipsos and also now Watu are both giving you, in an essence, international experience.
Yes.
It's just this is the base.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So this is the base, but I'm getting the international experience.
But
yes.
Are you thinking, I want to go and work in another country? Is this a dream?
Now that dream came later.
Okay.
So as I am within Watu, the one thing I really loved is travel.
Let's take a break. Coming back. Batteries have to be changed.